Hey everybody, hello and happy Sunday crafternoon. Happy Memorial Weekend. I hope you guys are having a really good weekend. I'm going to make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be here. I'm doing a little repair on testing my multi-purpose liquid glue with nails. We'll see how this works. It may pop off in the middle, minus one fingernail. Hey, what the heck? Anyway, enough of that ramble. My name is Dawn Bourgette. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who loves everything stamps, ink, paper, all the bling, all the things, right? As you go ahead and find me in your news feed, it looks like I'm right where I need to be. Awesome. Go ahead and say hello. Let me know where you're viewing from. I love to see where everybody's from. That's fun. See here. Also, a couple of things before we get started on the creative process. If you haven't already, make sure to join my newsletter. Go ahead and open up the camera on your smartphone, point it to the QR code. It'll take you right where you need to go. It takes about 30 seconds to do so. Also, if you're looking to purchase anything at my online store, I appreciate you so much for supporting me and my business. This right here is going to take you to my online store, and then the QR code on the right is going to take you to purchasing the starter kit, which will help you save a minimum of 20% on everything. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that because we have a special on the kit itself as well. That'll be the last time you see something like this. Okay, that's a little hint on that one. Hey, Evelyn, hello, and happy Sunday crafternoon. Let's see here. What else? Along with finding me here, I appreciate you. And if it's a happy accident, I'm glad that you're here. Make sure to hit the like button on my business page. And if you have been here for a while, hey, Kristen, happy Sunday crafternoon. If you have been here a while, and if you'd like, what I would love for you guys to do, and I haven't asked this in quite a while, I believe on the left-hand side of my business page, there's an area where you can write a review. So, don't be too mean. But if you choose to write a review, I would love that. It's a lot of fun to see those who have. And like I said, I've completely forgotten about asking about those. I'm like, I haven't asked for people to do that in a while. So anyway, if you have a chance, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and do that. Also, my YouTube channel, you can find me over there as well. We upload these Facebook Lives over there. And you can find me under Dawn's Creative Chalet Papercrafting Instructor. And make sure to hit the bell. It'll turn black, and then you'll get all the notifications. And also, don't forget to check out my blog, which is dawnscreativechalet.com, where you'll find the replay over there, along with photos of the projects that we're doing today, and I guess all the things about it today, along with other happenings, the current happenings with the chalet and Stampin' Up. And let's see, what else? This right here, let's talk about it. So we have one more week. So today is the 1 week point. It ends on the 31st. Yeah, 7 full days yet, you guys. So if you have been thinking about being part of a community that's warm and welcoming and creative, obviously, right? And wanting to get 5 of these beautiful ink pads for free. This is going to be the last time that you'll ever see an opportunity like this from Stampin' Up. We're going to be changing the way all of this stuff works. That's all I'm going to say about that. So anyway, so if you've been thinking about it, make sure to take the opportunity to do so. You can get these 5 ink pads for free. They're $70 otherwise if you buy them outright. They're the brand new ink pad that's magnetic and all that good stuff. And just to let you know, Stampin' Up's already let us know that they're changing all of our colors to this next year when we have a color revamp, which is going to be kind of fun. It's always neat to see what colors stay or shift in our color palettes of our 4 color families. But anyway, you know, this is always a good deal, but there's always more to it than the kit itself, I always say. Because you can sit there, you can purchase a kit anywhere, but it's the community that you're joining is what you need to consider and think about. So I just wanted to let you guys know about it. Again, you can choose $125 a product for $99, receive free shipping, and receive these for free. If you've already purchased these, you can still go ahead and take advantage of a great offer. And again, $99 free shipping, but you get an additional, I believe, $30 a product. So it's like $160. And you can go ahead and customize the kit any way that you want, which is kind of cool. Because when I joined Stampin' Up! Many moons ago, at least it seems like it, you couldn't customize it. It was like a choice between a few things, and it was a little more expensive. So, hey, hello, everybody. Look at you guys joining. I love that. Hello. Hi, Deb. How are you? Good to see you guys. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to mention this again. Like I said, time is running out on it. So if you've been thinking about it, I get it. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I'm an open book. I just know that my team is pretty amazing. I'm proud of who we are and what we have to offer. So I always say make sure that you're going to have a good fit with who you sign up with. Okay, onward and upward. So upcoming events here at the chalet. Oh my goodness, I have product class this coming week, and I'm looking forward to that. And also, let's see here. Our June Sip and Stamp is coming up over at the Ludington, Michigan Starbucks. So if you're local to me, come on over. Bring a friend or 2 or 10 or make a few new. And it's free, totally free. You get to make one project with me sitting at the table hanging out. And you can either purchase a coffee or not. That's up to you. But nonetheless, we love to have you. You're always welcome over at our craft table. And that is June the 5th from noon until 2 p.m. Just an FYI for July, we're going to move that a week later. So that will be, I think July 10th, but we'll get to that in a minute. My brain's always working 10 times faster than than anything. Do you guys ever? I always am like that, though. You guys know that. Also into June, we have Creative Card Class coming up on June 14th. That is ordering or free with a purchase. And then as we get into the latter part of June, it's the product class, and we're going to be working with Scenic Coast, which is gorgeous. And you'll need to RSVP for that by June the 11th because I need to get the product. In fact, I was just looking at our inventory status report because there are things that are coming back, but then they're crisscrossing, and then other things are on hold for now, as I put it. Yeah. So a lot of people are shopping, which is a good thing, but you just need to get what you want sooner than later so that you don't have to wait, because who wants to wait? Okay, and then also, what else is I going to, the July Sip and Stamp. Hi Lisa, happy Sunday crafternoon. The July Sip and Stamp at Starbucks will be July 10th, so we're moving it a week later because of the holiday. So anyway, that's already, I can't believe we're already talking about midsummer, when summer just is feeling like it's kind of sort of getting here. I'm in Northwest Michigan. I'm located right here at your pinky knuckle. Today, it's raining. I don't know what the temp is outside, but it's raining. I don't know. I don't get it. It needs to warm up and stay warmed up. Just let you guys know on some, what did I do with the other one? It ran away. Anyway, it's here somewhere, but we have products of the month. I think this one is not available right now, but I think from what I've seen in my inventory report that this is supposed to be coming back yet, which is this guy right here. The Eyelet Blooms. I was trying to think of the name of it without having to look. Doesn't always happen that well. Anyway, so it's beautiful, and you can receive this for $5 when you have a $75 minimum order, or you can get the other product that I pretty sure is still available, which is the, oh my gosh, we're working with it today. I'm having a brain block. Oh my gosh, berry something. I know I have it written down here. We'll get to it. We'll talk about it nonetheless. But anyways, I just want to remind you of the product of the month for $5 with the $75 minimum order. Also, what is today? The 24th of May. So we still have time if you want to grab up the June kit for Paper Pumpkin, which is called Bikes and Blooms. It looks really super cute, you guys. Anyway, so sign up by the 10th of June if you would like to get that. Then we also, I believe, still have the add-on for it. If you're a subscriber with Paper Pumpkin, you can get the dies that'll coordinate with the last 3 months of kits for April, May, and June. And also just a reminder for those that do shop with me, I like to reward you guys. At the $75 mark, as I just mentioned, you can receive from Stampin' Up! Product of the month for $5. This is before shipping and tax, and if you do use any of your Stampin' rewards. So with that being said, I also have something else to offer you, myself, as a little gift. This is a $30 value. It's the Creative Card Collection tutorial. It's a video tutorial with 16 projects. And for the month of May, we are featuring Fern and Flora, which is really pretty. So I'm just going to give you a little teaser here. And then also, although I did see, I believe it's on low inventory, if you decide to order the Silly Old Bear full collection, which will have both bundles, embossing folder, the designer series paper, and I can't remember if there was anything else. But anyway, if you invest in the full collection, I'll also send you this tutorial as well. And there are 10 projects on this. Again, video instruction, color photos, all the measurements for Silly Old Bear, and you'll have instantly 10 ideas to use with that collection, which is pretty awesome. Aha, here it is. It was just out of order. So today we're working with the May product of the month. It's called Berry Botanical. For some reason, I keep wanting to call it Blooms because we're working with some bloomy things. But anyway, so the Berry Botanicals Vellum is the May product of the month. And as far as I know, it's still available. It's beautiful, and this is what we're going to play with today. And I say play because creating is playing, right? Also, just to remind you guys of the May online exclusives. Here again is the Silly Old Bear goodies. So, you know, the dies on these, I love them. That's what sold me between the two sets of dies. And what's really cool is this set of dies here works with one of the image sheets, or the 12 by 12 sheets that is in this pack with all the characters. So you can either stamp the characters, which are all right here in the stamp set, but if you're like me and coloring is just not my, it's not my thing. I'll just say that. I'm not good at it, is what it is. I'm lazy. Anyway, so you don't have to color. You can use the images that are in the designer series paper, which is pretty cool. All right, so I just want to remind you again of the May online exclusives. And I just ordered my July online exclusive products, the ones that I thought were pretty cool. In fact, I actually had to resist a lot. I tried to really behave, but we have Halloween and Christmas products coming out for all of you in July, along with a beautiful Violet Dreams suite and a few other tidbits in there as well. So if you're like me and you like to start creating for your holidays early, oh my gosh, the Halloween, like I'm a Halloween girl. I always have been. My mom loved Halloween too. And I tell you what, yeah, they blew it out of the park. I was like, okay, hook, line, and sinker, one of everything. I love the Halloween stuff. Anyway, and of course our beautiful May through August catalog here. And if you guys, if there's anybody that has not received theirs, you don't already have a demonstrator, just let me know and get in touch with me, and we'll get you a catalog in the mail as far as how to do that. All right, you guys ready to do a little bit of creative stuff? Let me get all of this stuff out of my way so it doesn't come tumbling down at me. I need a bigger space. I think I need a table that's twice as big as what I got. Don't we all, right? Okay, so just to remind you guys, first of all, as we're creating, if you're wanting, I call it a recipe card. It's just a lot of links that are helpful for you along with all the products that we're using today. If you would like to get this recipe card, after I'm done with the live, I will post the link up above here. I will also post the link on my blog, and I will also post the link in the YouTube description area once that's loaded at the very, very bottom, okay? So if there are things that you're thinking, what was it that she used again? You can just refer back to this. And they're clickable links if you just leave it downloaded on your computer, which is really handy because it goes directly to my online store. And then, of course, we have, ta-da, the Berry Botanical Vellum. It's 12 by 12. And I believe, yeah, there are 4 different designs. That's duh, Dawn, you're looking at them. 4 different designs, 3 of each, I believe. I've really chopped into this stuff, and I've decided just to rip into it and have a little bit of fun creating with it. And it's very, very pretty. The colors in it are Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, Golden Glow, Hydrangea Hue, Misty Moonlight, Peaceful Pine, Soft Seafoam, and Strawberry Slush. So there are some in colors in this that just make it, I don't know, just really, really pretty. The cool thing about this vellum is it's not like thin vellum. You know, there are different, I want to call it grades. That's not the right word I'm looking for. But pound or weight of like cardstock, there also is in vellum. And this vellum is a heavy vellum, which is really cool because there's more things that you can do with it. You have more options. So we're going to play along with that today. And again, you can receive the vellum for $5 with a $75 minimum order. Now I'm going to go through with you guys some of the products that we're using today with the cards. So Beautifully Celebrated, not so much the set, the stamp set, but I wanted to use the dies from it. So on one of the cards, this is what we're using, is the Beautifully Celebrated dies. So I had that out because I know I'm a very visual person. And then also just to get the names right on all these products sometimes is kind of hard. And then also we have Scallop Blooms. So for this bundle, I'm going to use, in fact, I need to get these out. I'm going to use the verbiage, these right here, the stamp set, and I don't remember if I used these, but we are using the Scallop Blooms stamp set. And also the Boutique Blossoms. We're going to be using that, I believe. At least I grabbed it. Let me double check. Isn't this funny? Like I have everything set, ready to go. Then it's like, but what did I use again? But I pulled this out for a reason. Let me see here. Oh, not so much. Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, so this is kind of in the mix, which is a double bundle or suite of product that's in the May through August catalog, the Scallop Blooms, which I was just showing, and this one. And then we also have another one. This has become one of my favorites right now, and it's called Heirloom Boutique. This is kind of sort of in that whole suite of product in our catalog, but it's grouped with the scrapbooking stuff. I personally just, I love the dies, the flowers. When you roll them through the machine, they make the impression and all the flowers. I just think that is so cool and easy peasy. And then you can ink them if you want, or a lot of different things you can do with them. But I just think they're really cool. And I don't want this to get overlooked because it's at the very bottom. In fact, let me show you guys. What did I do with my cat? This is my personal catalog, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff in it, which is going to tumble out at me any second. Let's see. Where did it go? Okay. So here's the scrapbooking stuff. So the page before it, oh, it's got glue on it too. Imagine that. Okay. So here's the double bundle suite of product, which is gorgeous. And then we have the scrapbooking that is all part of it as well. But the bundle that I really love is this one down here. And like I said, I think it's going to get overlooked a bit. And this one has got a lot of bang for its buck. And everything flowers. There's so many things we can do with flowers, right? Whether it is on a scrapbook page, decorating bags and tags, or obviously card making as well. So I just wanted to point that out. And that is on page 18 on the very bottom here. The other thing that gets overlooked a lot is this two-tone cardstock. Even I'm guilty of this. I love this. It's thinner than our other cardstock. So when it layers on a card, of course for scrapbooking, but when it layers on a card, you can use the same piece and get double whammy out of it, so to speak, because the color tone, it's really cool. And it's less bulk on your card and not as heavy that way as well. Anyway, so Heirloom Boutique. Check it out. It's pretty amazing, and I love the big flowers in it. And then the last thing that we're also using, I know there's a lot of product here, is also all a flutter along with, and I've already done a lot of the cutting and prepping and stuff, so we won't be here all day, I promise. But this is all a flutter. It's another beautiful bundle that I've had a lot of fun with. I know we've worked with this on a live, I believe it was last week and the week before. I'm not positive. But anyway, I'm loving this because I dig punches. So easy, right? So anyway, I'm using this on one of the cards. And then also, I didn't get the bundle, but this is part of a bundle. Hello there. Hello. This is the rounded rectangle punch. And I just love the shape, the size, and it's perfect for sentiments. So we're using that as well. Oh, and I got to show you guys this. We're going to try this today. I'm going to try not to cut myself. This is a blast from the past. If this just proves how long I've been like purchasing Stampin' Up! Product long before I was even a demonstrator. So I was getting set for my BOGO event that I had a little over a week ago now. Oh my goodness, now I can't get this thing out of here. I'm trying so hard not to bump the nail I just tried to glue with multi-purpose liquid glue. We're going to see if that works. Anyway, it's called the Tearing Edge. Does anybody else have one of these? Kristen, you've been in Stampin' Up! A long time. Do you have one of these? It's the coolest thing, but you do have to be careful because it is sharp. I found out, but it's really cool. It helps you tear paper. And I thought to myself, wouldn't this be cool to help me tear the vellum? So it actually does this really cool edge. And I don't know when this was retired, many moons ago, I'm sure, but I found it in my storage unit. I was going through, like I said, and I have these groupings of those drawers with the wheelie thing. And I was just kind of going through it for a couple minutes before I left, missing a lot of my stuff that's still in storage since we've moved and retired and all that fun stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, like how cool is this? So vintage. So we're going to try it today. We're going to have fun with it. And I'm going to try not to cut myself. Anyway, I just thought it was awesome. And I'm like, I'm bringing that blast from the past back. Okay. You guys ready? Let's get a rocking and rolling here. So here is my first card. This is the card that we're using all a flutter with that has that butterfly punch. And I'm going to need two of these in colors. So we're going to pull those back over there, put those over there. Whoops. And my cheat sheet went along with it. Okay. Yeah. In your museum. Oh my God, you crack me up. You crack me up. Yeah, for sure. Oh my goodness sakes. And that she does. She has a museum. Okay, so this is a piece of hydrangea hue, which is one of our beautiful new ink colors. And it is cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4.25. Hey, hi Sue. Happy Sunday crafternoon to you. Good to see ya. I'm going to move this right over here. So if you guys still need those QR codes, we're scooshing. Okay, there we go. Anyway, in this piece, 4 by 5.25, it's just basic white. I like to have a liner inside my card. I'm going to grab my multi-purpose liquid glue that I think is going to be good for the nail, at least long enough for my live nail repair. You had no idea. Look at that. Good as new. Okay. And we're going to put that in there just like so. And then I have another piece of basic white, again, cut at 4 by 5.25. This vellum is so pretty against white. It reflects the colors in the vellum so well. Isn't that gorgeous? Woo! I love it. And we're going to go ahead and make this as the first layer. I know, I get excited about silly things. Paper is one of them. How can you not love paper? Anybody who doesn't love paper doesn't need to be your friend. Just saying. Okay, and then this piece of vellum here, which is the Peaceful Pine with the white specks in it. This is cut at, what is it cut at here? 2 by 5. And I noticed that using, because sometimes, you know, vellum can be a little finicky with glue. So I decided to use liquid glue on it instead of our seal, because I was thinking it might leave little marks so you can see through and see the adhesive through it. So this seemed to do the trick. I couldn't seem to see the adhesive in it, so I thought, well, stick with it then. And then also this piece here is 2.5 by 4.25. So we're gonna, whoops, oh, that's the little guy. So yes, this is multi-purpose liquid glue. I know I go through this almost every week, but we could have new people here. But it is our multi-purpose liquid glue. And I put it into these little bottles because I like the little precision tip on it. It helps me control my glue a little bit better, because me and my glue sometimes just don't get along. Uh-oh. And I think I have a butterfly that flew away, but that's okay. Nope, there it is. Maybe. Oh, I do have all three. That's good. Okay, I punched out extras because I know me very well. So in case I have a mishap, we have additional pieces and I don't freak out, basically. We're going to go ahead and use hydrangea hue ink, one of those beautiful new ink pads. Oh, isn't that awesome? I love the way these open. They're just so easy, easy peasy. And we're going to grab our happy birthday. Stick it on just like so. And make sure it's not too crooked. And there we go. Light pressure. Ta-da! Perfect! I love it. Okay, clean that off before I get it on my off-white shirt. That would not be good. Although they are water soluble, I still don't want to risk it. Okay, I'm going to put this away. I've learned to always put your photopolymer stamps away right away. Stick them to something, otherwise they're going to get lost. Just like that. Happens every time. I'm going to grab my dimensionals here and go ahead and stick this little guy with some dimensionals. So what have you guys been up to this weekend? Anything fun? Have you been barbecuing, visiting with family, friends? What else do you do during the holiday weekend? Let's see. What was that game that they took off the market? That's got the little pokey things. Oh my gosh, jarts. Anybody playing darts or cornhole? Hey, Nancy. Hi. Happy Sunday crafternoon. It's good to see you. Yeah, you guys remember that game? They took that thing off the market because of those wicked little pokey things that everybody was throwing around in the ground. But somehow we all survived. I don't know. Go figure. Anyway, so I had stamped these previously, obviously, with hydrangea hue ink and used my butterfly punch. And we're just decorating. There we are. And, of course, some linen thread, because it can't be without a bow. If you love it, you should always put a bow on it. And let's see here. Find me a mini glue dot there. And you take your pick tool, and I think I'll put that right about there. And then also, somewhere in this messy table, I have butterflies too. Aren't those cute? So those are the in color butterflies. Obviously, I've been using those up a bit. I love them. And these are my other favorite. This is the 26, 28 in color dots. They are so pretty. I just really love these in colors. At first, I wasn't sure about the green, the peaceful pine, but I've become a fan of peaceful pine as well. All right, and let's see here. Let's use hydrangea hue. Isn't that pretty? Love it. I need earrings in this color. Let's see, we'll put one down here, and that is card number 1. Like I said, these are super, super simple cards. Yeah. Okay, so Kristen, she's Create over there. My friend Kristen. So we went for a ride in our rig last night. So I got to tell you guys a little story. I'm like the mud and mascara girl, right? I'm a girly girl. But when you ride in these rigs side by side, you get a little dirty and dusty. And we went to meet some people at their cabin last night before we got to riding. And there was, I am not kidding you when I say a swarm. Like, it was like the invasion of the mosquitoes. I think every single mosquito on this earth was at their cabin. Now, I'm not joking. I've never seen anything like it before. And I'm glad I wore a long sleeve shirt and pants, but I like to wear those like no-see socks, you know? And so they found my ankles. And this morning I now have cankles, and there are lumps all over my ankles because I feel like I was a bologna sandwich for these little buggers. And yeah, and all night long, I felt like I was my dog, and I was scratching like it, just itchy. So if you guys know of a really good remedy, I did try cortisone 10 on my cankles, and it is still like, they're burning, and it's just itchy. Oh, it's bad. I know, TMI, but if you guys know of a good remedy for very itchy, lots of mosquito biters, let me know. Okay, so here's more vellum. I've cut it 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And again, I'm going to use this as my card base. It is that heavy that you can use it as a card base. This is so cool. So these are the beautifully celebrated dies. I've cut out 2 of these in basic white. And we're going to go ahead and attach it to the card. And I think here I just used multi-purpose liquid glue, but we're going to pop it up. We're going to make this one, I don't know, a little bit more fancy. We're going to use dimensionals on it. Whoops, there we go. Just because I feel a little saucy today. And for the holiday weekend, why not, right? Okay, there we go. And we're going to put this on the front of the card, centering it-ish. And also for the inside of the card, I've cut the same size out. So what I'm going to do is use my liquid glue. And it doesn't take a whole lot. This stuff is pretty awesome. And then I'm going to go ahead and open this up. The side that I put glue on, do not put it against it. You'll put the other side on, okay? And then it's face up where I put the glue. So when you open it, it's perfectly lined up. Ta-da! Oh, don't worry about it, Kristen, you're good. Anyway, so both her and I were texting this morning, and I'm like, I feel like I was like a feast for these little critters. Oh my gosh, it was the attack of the mosquitoes. It was, it was just so bad. I have never, ever seen anything like that in my life. Oh, you know what I did? You guys know what I did, right? I forgot to stamp ahead. So we're going to pray that that turns out okay. That's what happens when Dawn gets talking. So this is going to be a thank you card. I should have stamped this before, but it, you know, it is what it is. And we're going to use, oh my goodness sakes. I can't stop laughing about it because at the time it was really grossing me out. I'm like, oh my goodness. How can I get away from these things? Okay, so we're going to put this, I kind of put that in a funky spot. So, yeah, well, I could put it up here. Let's do that. Let's try this. Let's pray that this turns out. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. And then we'll attach the flowers in a different spot. So we'll put that maybe, I don't know, like there. Whoops. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, that'll work. Shoo. Isn't the vellum pretty, Evelyn? Me too. I was so excited to get it. Let's see, actually, we're going to put that there. I want that just a little bit of the leaf peeking out. And maybe like, yeah, that'll work. That looks good. That's a plan. What is it that they say? The best things in life are unplanned, right? Okay, and then this little guy. So yes, I did fussy cut these. Obviously I'm not the best at it, but I did. I fussy cut them. And now again, need to bring in our in color dots. And let's go ahead and use Peaceful Pine. And like so. And then one last thing. Oh no, my nail's not sticking. So I guess multi-purpose liquid glue will not do a number on fake nails. Well, darn. I'm trying. I just want to get through the live. Afterwards, I don't care what my nails look like. But, you know, trying to look presentable and all. Okay, let's see here. A mini glue dot. And let's see. We'll put that right there. That looks good. Okay. So this is card number 2 with the vellum as a card base. Kind of fun. And let's see, I have 4 cards total for you guys today. Here's the next one. So this is using the heirloom blooms that I was talking of. This is actually from Scallop Blooms, this scallop rectangle. And then also the sentiment is from Scallop Blooms. I had to peek. Do you have glue? Because I have another one coming off too, Kristen. I might have to come over and have you help me out for a quick fix before I see Mr. 2 again. But I thought I would try multi-purpose liquid glue. I thought maybe it'll work, but no, it's not working. Okay, next card. basic white thick cardstock for our card base. Again, cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then we have our piece of vellum, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to go ahead and just give this a little bit of liquid glue. You are awesome. I don't know though. Do you work on the holiday weekends? Okay. And then we have another piece of the floral vellum. So pretty. And this, oh, I forgot my cheat sheet. Let's grab that bugger. This is cut at 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. So it's going to fit snug up against this other vellum on top and the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and put it right along the edge on all 3 there. There we go. And then I've also cut already the 3 flowers. And these were cut in Flirty Flamingo. And then the dies also offer the middles for the flowers. Aren't these cute? Look at that. The dies do that. You don't have to do anything. It makes it look like you're such a pro because y'all are. All right, there we go. So these are, what is that? I think it's the new pink. Oh my lordy. I should know this. I'm looking. Oh, it's Bubble Bath. That's what it is. Bubble Bath. I thought maybe it was Barely Blush, but no. And I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. Glue, 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 glue. We need some glue. So first of all, I'm going to put these little guys together. Just put a little tiny dot of multi-purpose liquid glue in the centers. And then take your pick tool with the putty on the end. This is great for picking up all those little things, especially for someone who has fake nails that are falling off. Whoop, there we go. Oh no, I put that on the wrong side. Oh, sorry, Charlie. Whoops, oh my goodness. Oh, Hot Mess Express coming up. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm sure you guys are laughing at me like, what in the heck is she doing? I don't know. I really don't know. I just pretend that I know. All right. I cut 2 of these just because, again, in case I have a mishap, we have a spare. Spares are always good, especially with me. And I want to go ahead and, oops, I forgot to clean that off. And I need thank you for being there for me. Hanging out with me and all that good stuff. Okay. And I'm going to use Peaceful Pine ink. Love it. This, by the way, Peaceful Pine and Soft Seafoam are beautiful together. I love these 2 colors. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, did I just put my finger in that? Oh, that's not good. Okay. All right. It's getting crazy over here. I'm going to try to center that-ish. There we go. Looks good. Perfect. Clean that off. Put it away so I don't lose it. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and assemble. So first of all, I need just regular dimensionals. My goodness, I think I had too much fresh air. You know, the funny thing is, I really do. I know I complain. But I do love to go for these little side-by-side rides and go out on the trails. It's pretty cool. And it's like fresh air, which helps me sleep, because otherwise I don't sleep really, really well, except for last night. Last night, it was not the most relaxing night. I think I actually dreamt about those little mosquitoes. It was like the attack wasn't there a movie like The Attack of the Martians or something like that? This is The Attack of the Mosquitoes. Oh my word. And then it was pretty darn dry too, because we really haven't had a lot of rain in the last couple weeks. And so there was the Linus dust balls. Was it Linus who used to have the big cloud with him? Maybe not. Maybe it was a different character. But anyway, and then the the mosquitoes, and I was just like, oh my goodness sakes. But it was very relaxing. And on the way home, it was just so peaceful just to ride in the moonlight. And the moon was really bright too. It was pretty cool. Whoops, I don't want that. Okay, we're going to put this right about here-ish. And then I'm going to bring in these beautiful little ink color dots once again. And let's use, I think I used, let's go with Golden Glow. I think that's what I used on the other card. Yeah. It's so funny because, you know, the littlest things like adding a little bow, adding a embellishment can do so much for a card, right? Okay, what do you guys think of that one? There we go. Pig pen. How come I can't ever remember that? I think you've told me that before too, Evelyn. Pig pen. Yes. He was the one that had the little dust cloud. That was me last night. And picture that with swarms of mosquitoes. Oh my gosh. I cracked myself up. Sorry. It's the little things. Memories that we cherish, right? Okay, here's the last card. I'm sure you guys have seen this layout before with me. Thanks, Kristen. Let me see, get this little feller out of here. Here we go. Okay, so once again, we have our basic white thick cardstock for our base, which is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then we have our beautiful piece of Peaceful Pine Vellum that we're going to use as a background piece. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And center it-ish, just like that. I love that. See, you can't see the adhesive underneath there, which is pretty cool. And then let's see here. I have 3 pieces of basic white, and I've cut them at 1.5 by 3 3/4. And then I have 3 pieces of this beautiful vellum, and they are cut at 1 1/4 by 3.5 inches. And we're going to go ahead, I'm going to set this aside for just a minute, and we're going to glue these guys together. There we are. And like so. I got glue on my fingers. How did I do that? I try so hard, and no matter what, I get sticky fingers. All right. The thing that I do love about liquid glue, and I know I talk about this often, but I do like the fact that it gives me, a couple seconds of wiggle room. So if it's on there a little crooked, it gives me time to repair it. Ooh, I see I cut that one crooked. Ooh, that's not good. That's okay though. Handmade. Don't look. And then this piece here. And there we go. And then the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and attach these to the card front. Whoops, oh my goodness. You know, by the way, I wanted to ask you guys, I decided today just to get a piece of grid paper. I normally use my glass mat, which I'm feeling kind of naked without it. But I noticed that there's such a glare when I'm on here with you guys. Does the glare bother you, or don't you care? Because I prefer to work with my glass mat, but That's what I wanted to ask you earlier, and I completely forgot. Okay, there we go. Put this one on the right-hand side. Okay, and this one in the middle. There we go. All right. Now, before we do anything else, I want to go ahead and stamp my sentiment. And this is a piece of basic white that is cut at 3 1/4 by 3/4 inch. And we're going to use the Thinking of You sentiment. And I believe, yes, we're going to use Peaceful Pine. I forgot to get my rectangle shaped block out, so we're going to wing it with this one. Let's see here. Thinking of You. Look how grungy these blocks are. I think some of these are as old as I've been a demonstrator too, which is like, what, 16, almost 16 years? All right. Hopefully without getting my head into your view. Hey, that looks pretty good. Notice I did put it off to the right because I want to tuck it underneath the flowers that we're going to attach. Okay, bring this back in and check these guys. Aren't those cute? I love it. Love that the dies can make those little impressions, or yeah, I guess that's what you'd want to call it. Those things. Those thingamabobbers into the paper. And again, I've cut out centers for my flowers. So these smaller flowers are fresh freesia. So I'm pulling all the colors out from the vellum. The larger flower is strawberry slush. And then the middles for the flowers are golden glow. And let's see here. Whoops, I want to make sure that one's right side up. Don't do what I did last time. Perfect. And then these are cut out with soft sea foam. So pretty. All right, we're going to go ahead and attach these with dimensionals. And I also want to attach my sentiment with dimensionals. One more. I know, I use an awful lot of these. I'm obsessed with them. I just can't help myself. But notice I don't always peel them all, because you don't have to. I was like enlightened. I had an aha moment about a year ago. I don't know why. I just always thought, you know, if you stick them on there, you got to peel them all. But you don't. I was like, oh my gosh, it's a whole new world. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put these on like so. And take these cute little leaves. We'll stick one right about there. And there we go. Stick one there. And of course, we can't forget the embellishment. I didn't do a bow on this one. I don't know why. I guess we could. I have it out. All right, what color should we do? I think I hydrangea hue on those. Yeah, why not? Let's do that again. I feel saucy. Okay, here we go. Come on, little guy, cooperate. Oh, so pretty. Okay. And let's go ahead, just for giggles. I brought my bow maker. So I'm going to make a bigger bow here. I haven't used this in a while on my live. All right, I'll get my linen thread here. And we'll just do a single bow. Crissy crossy. There we go. All right. By the way, you know, our snips, they, Stampin' Up! Could not get them anymore because the manufacturer that they were purchasing them from could no longer supply them to Stampin' Up! So we haven't had paper snips. But guess what? We have something even better that's coming out soon, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Isn't that cool, Nancy? I love my little bow maker. I used to do, what do they call that? Bunny ears to make my my bows. And I've advanced. I had somebody tease me once and said, you know, making those bunny ears is so elementary. I'm like, well, yeah, that's kind of my speed. Hello. But anyway, we'll stick it right about here. But I was gifted the bow maker from a downline, and I've been using it ever since. I love it. It's so easy, and I can just whip out the bows like no tomorrow. And I like to tie bows for my gals when they're here for class. So it's come in really handy. All right, so there is card number 4. So let's bring them all back in here. Show them all to you guys. And this one, I don't know, which is your favorite? I kind of dig them all, but I do love using that vellum as a card base. That is kind of fun. Anyway, I made it all the way through with my nails sort of intact. This one keeps wiggling, but it looked better than the nail off the real nail. Anyway, yeah, Dawn, get over it. Okay. Thanks you guys so much for being here today. I appreciate you. You guys make this so much fun. This is like the highlight of my week. If you would like to rewatch this or you need to catch something, again, I'll be posting this on YouTube in about a half hour after I get it all uploaded and all that good stuff. Also, it'll be on my blog. There'll be pictures on my blog of the projects as well. And I'll have the recipe card available right up above once we're done here, along with YouTube and on my blog. I hope this gives you a few ideas to use that beautiful vellum. Again, it's the product of the month, so you can only receive or order the vellum with a $75 minimum purchase at my online store for $5. Well, thanks, Sue. But anyway, I love it. It's just fun, something different, and it's been a while since I've really played with vellum, so this was pretty cool. Anyway, guys, have a great week. If you have any questions on that starter kit special, just reach out to me. I'm happy to help you with it. But I will see you next week. Next week, I'm teetering on something. I think you're really going to like it. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. I've been working on it this weekend, working with more of the scallop bloom stuff because I can't get enough of the scallop blooms, all the blooms, heirloom blooms, and the Bloom Boutique. That whole suite is so pretty. But anyway, I think I have something up my sleeve that I think you're really going to like. All right, guys, make it a great week. Again, happy Memorial Weekend, and make sure to thank those who have served our country. Have a great day. Bye-bye.